Here are the 8 genuine pieces of advice and principle from long-distance relationship. Long-distance relationships require a lot of emotional investment and resilience to make them work. Being in a relationship with someone who is miles away from you can be tricky, especially if you don't know what your partner needs from you. Fortunately, some genuine advice from long-distance relationships can help you keep your relationship strong and healthy, no matter the distance between you two. From setting communication goals to learning to trust each other, watch this video for 8 pieces of advice for long-distance relationships. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel because we upload new videos every day. Let's begin. Number 1. Trust is essential. You need to be able to trust your partner implicitly if you're going to make a long-distance relationship work. That means being honest with each other about everything, no matter how difficult it might be. It also means being open and transparent about your feelings, thoughts, and needs. If you can't trust your partner, the relationship simply won't work. Number 2, you need to be patient. When you're in a long-distance relationship, you can't expect things to happen overnight. You need to be patient and understand that it takes time for your relationship to grow. You also need to be patient with yourself. Don't expect yourself to be perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, and you're bound to make some along the way. Just learn from them and move on. And finally, don't forget to be patient with your partner. They're probably feeling just as frustrated as you are at times. Give them the space and understanding they need. Things will work out in the end. Number 3, you have to be supportive. If you're in a long-distance relationship, one of the most important things you can do is to be supportive. It's not always easy, but it's so important. Here are some ways you can be supportive. Listen to your partner when they need to talk. Just being there for them and listening can mean a lot. Try to understand their perspective, even if you don't agree with it. It can be helpful to see things from their point of view. Be patient when things are tough. Long-distance relationships can be challenging, so it's important to be patient and understanding. Offer words of encouragement when they're feeling down. A little bit of positivity can go a long way. Send them thoughtful gifts or letters to let them know you're thinking of them. Small gestures like this can make a big difference. Number 4, communicate often. In a long-distance relationship, it is important to communicate often. This can be done in a number of ways, such as through phone calls, text messages, video chats, and even handwritten letters. No matter what method you choose, make sure that you are communicating regularly. Letting communication fall by the wayside in a long-distance relationship can be easy. Life gets busy, and it can be hard to find time to talk. However, it is important to make an effort to communicate often. Doing so will help keep your relationship strong and ensure that you are both on the same page. Number 5, be understanding. Many people believe that long-distance relationships are never going to work out, but that isn't always the case. If you're in a long-distance relationship or are thinking about starting one, here are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you need to be understanding. Long-distance relationships take a lot of work and dedication, and it's important to be understanding of that. You can't expect your partner to be available 24/7, and you can't get upset if they can't always answer your calls or texts right away. It's important to have patience and understanding in a long-distance relationship. Number 6, make sure you have the same goals. If you want your long-distance relationship to work, it's important that you and your partner are on the same page about your goals. Talk about what you both want out of the relationship and make sure that you're both committed to making it work. It's also important to keep communication open so that you can address any issues that come up along the way. Number 7, travel to visit each other often. If you're in a long-distance relationship, one of the best things you can do is visit each other often. Travel can be expensive, but it's worth it to maintain the closeness of your relationship. Plus, it gives you something to look forward to and plan together. Make sure to take advantage of every opportunity to visit each other, even if it's just for a weekend. Number 8. Don't forget the little things. In a long-distance relationship, the little things often mean the most. A simple text message letting your partner know you're thinking of them can go a long way. If you can't be there in person, take the time to send a handwritten letter or even just a postcard. These small gestures will let your partner know that you're still thinking of them and that you care. Thank you for watching. Please consider liking, subscribing, and clicking the bell icon.